Yeah, we are family. This is Clay Nelson Life Balance, and the name of our show is Family. We can't live with them, and we can't live without them. Now, before we went on the break, we were talking about how good old family just kind of gets in our space, and we just kind of handle it, and that when we finally get it all worked out and think we're calmed down, we might have one weekend that's all ours where you can just sit on your Harley or sit on your couch or do absolutely nothing or float in your pool. That's the one time when your mother-in-law calls and says that there's going to be a family reunion on your wife's side or on your husband's side, and you're going, oh, good, Ma, can't wait. Let's do it. So we got emails flying in here now. What do you say we just knock out a couple of them? What you got?
Well, we have one here from Jenny.
Yeah.
She says, I love my family. I really do. However, when we get together, someone inevitably uses language I'd rather my kids not hear.
Yeah.
Since I'm done correcting my baby brother's behavior and have no desire to confront him, what can I do to prepare my children for the unexpected?
Well, you know, the answer to that is tell the truth. There are some people who don't respect, how other people hear or how they, what they say and how it lands in the listening of another. And they use profanity in a way that is totally unacceptable and out of space or out of, the correct way that language should be used with kids or quite frankly, with anybody. I got to tell you, I'm 63 years old, and I've been working my tokus off not to swear in my workshops and definitely not to swear in a radio show and just not to swear at all. And it's a full-time job. So, you just need to ask permission to say, hey, could you clean up your act a little bit with your brother and make sure that that he hears you and that he understands that you're not making him wrong, but you are serious about how he speaks in front of your kids. So speak the truth. That's what you do. Okay? Cool.
Thanks. Huh?
All right. Oh,
Clay, you were actually talking during the first segment here. It just made me think. How does one handle family members who ask for money? Whether it's in your immediate family or, like you said, at a reunion.
Well, I have a lot of experience in this one, if you want the truth. First of all, I tell my family members that want to have a part of what I've worked so hard to build. One, that I'd be glad to help them. But if it's around a business endeavor or something where they have to do something to make something and my investment is into getting the doing part of it started, I want to see a business plan from them where they've written out what the product is, what the competition is, who it's going to sell to, where the marketing plan is, how it's going to work, so they've got it all thought out on paper.
Sure,
and I want to see that before I give them any money. All right?
Good.
Next is I've learned to not give family members money that I expected to get back. And as long as you can do that, the family relationship won't be affected by the money that you give away.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good attitude.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And the truth is, let's talk a little bit about that. A lot of the drive I have for my success is not just for me to have it all, it's for me to share it. So I don't give it away easy, but I will help folks if they need the help. I have helped my family members, there's no question. So it's all about, right, Elizabeth? Have I helped? Say yes, Elizabeth. Go, oh, yeah, Dad. Go ahead. Uh-huh.
You've helped everybody out a lot.
Yeah. So, and, it's all about money can't hug you, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It can create a problem, though. So you have to make sure that you're clear and complete about if you give somebody money, what the rules are for getting it back, okay? If there are rules, put them in place and make sure everybody abides by them. Okay, now, what else? Any more emails over there? Are they still coming in?
We've got
Yeah.
We do.
one here.
We have one here from. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. From Travis. Says, my parents and I disagree about what I should be doing when I complete my classes at the community college. My dad gets mad and loud. My mom gets her feelings hurt and quiet, and I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Making a bad attempt at making all of us happy. I hate being so torn. And that's from Travis.
Okay, so it's all about what? So where's the email again? So degree about what should we go in the class in the community college. My dad gets, so it's all about getting what? What do you think he's saying? What's his question there?
That his mom and dad disagree with him about what he should be doing to complete his classes at school. And his dad gets mad and his mom gets quiet. And he's torn because he wants
Does
to
it
keep
say, is he
everybody
living
happy.
at home with him? So
No.
is that what it says? So he's not. So are his parents paying for his education?
He didn't say.
Okay. Well, sir, Travis, if your parents are paying for the education, for a while they have a say in how your life turns out. But respectfully, sir, if you're going to go to school, wouldn't it be cool if you spent quality time doing what you're there to do, getting what you're supposed to get, so you can get out and have your life? So, education is all about testing what's in the system. I know, Elizabeth, you can speak to this. You went to and got your college degree, but do you think you'll end up working in that degree? And you know what I mean?
As of right now, no.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have that to fall back onto
Sure.
in the future if I decide to,
Sure.
add on to whatever future endeavors I want to go into. I mean, it's nice to have that as something to fall back on.
Oh,
So,
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, my gosh, I'm a business consultant. I was trained as a chemist, and I've had a construction company. I've had all kinds of things, but my education came came from the sciences, which taught me how to think, taught me how to use back then, taught me how to use a library. Now you use the internet, but it taught me all kinds of things. So the answer to that question is your parents want to be a part of your life. You want to let them be a part of your life, but not govern your life. If they're paying the bills, then they have a say in part of it. But it's all about what you really want to do. So it's all about really having a direction and being able to speak that direction to your parents. It's called generating family, where there's full and complete communication at all times. And in this particular email, this is the cause of what breaks up a family, is when a family starts telling you what to do, either in school or in a relationship or in your health or when you should get up or so on and so forth, and you're not living in the house. Parents, understand something. If you want to drive your kids away really good, tell them what to do all the time. Put so many rules on that they don't want to be with you. What do you think, Elizabeth? No, it's true. It's absolutely true.
Good advice, dear.
Yeah. See, and that was from Susan. You hear that? I got a pat on the head. Whew, my life is complete. Now, so family, you can't live with them. You can't live without them. So what do you do? I mean, think about all the people in the world that don't have a family. I mean, they have absolutely nothing to complain about. What a drag, man. Think about that. So family, you got to have something to complain about. You got to have somebody to compare to. You got to have somebody to ask a hug from. You got to have somebody to say, hey, am I doing okay? Am I not doing okay? Or what do you think? You got to have someone that you trust, okay? Family is a phenomenal, wonderful tool for living life. It also gives you something to do and also gives you something to be mad at when you're ready to. It's really cool. So now, where we are is we've been talking about family. We've been talking about all the different things that can happen inside of a family. We can talk about retreats or probably reunions. We can talk about graduations, 4th of July gatherings, camping trips. Ooh, I got a good one about a camping trip. When I come back, I'll tell you about. And we can talk about scary stories that you tell at a camping trip, Ooh, how the whole family ends up sitting in mom's lap. Ooh, I love that one. There's all kinds of things, good things and not so good things that come out of having family. So we're going to discuss that. And we're going to discuss how to have a sense of humor about what other family members do and how you react to what they do. Okay? And how you can build a bridge into having family work all the time and not blow up the bridge and isolate family members for some mistake they made in their life. No one's perfect. So we need to talk about that when we get back. So this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. We're talking about family, and you can't live with them. You can't live without them. And when we get back, I'm going to tell you about my workshop coming up September. It's all about how to have your family work. So get on back here.